guys, it's Toot on Maxwell here with a bonus video from my WWE save that I'm doing offline. We have my final show of 2016. It is the WWE Tribute to the Troops. Basically what I've done is I've set it up like a pay-per-view. We've got the broadcasters, mostly pay-per-view providers. However, it's going to be mostly like a Raw, like you would get for a Tribute to the Troops. A couple of fun matches, a couple of guys getting wins, mostly baby faces winning. But we do have a really stellar fatal 4-way match for the United States Championship. So just try a couple of different things. Got a massive battle royal in the pre-show. We've got like a kind of fun match that you would normally see in this kind of show as well in the pre-show. But you'll see it as I book it. As I say, it's just a fun way to end the year. Small update is I've dropped to national again. So we were international for pretty much 6 days. Unsure how this is happening, however, after discussing it with some people on the Grey Dog Software forums, I believe it's just a case of, well, I'm at National, capping myself at National. Probably I'm going to do that right until WrestleMania, because I say we'll be unable to gain popularity until probably after the Rumble, so I'm thinking of just capping myself until way after WrestleMania, and then potentially if their importance is at a good level in the places that it's been falling at recently, then we'll be fine. We're not like terribly low, like below international. It's like 1 stat, if anything. We're still 71s, I need to be over 71s. That quick drop from 72 is a bit annoying, but it's a learning curve, and I'll probably just cap it, as I say, cap it until after WrestleMania, and then we'll kick on. I say it's not really a case of becoming an international company, it's just a case of keeping WWE number 1, bringing workers through, putting on the best show possible, and I'm just generally wanting to have fun with the save. Anyway, we'll kick on WWE Tribute to the Troops 2016. Here we go. So my first pre-show match in front of a sold-out 37,495 at Fenway Park. A little fun match. As you can see, I don't have pictures for these guys just because literally it's a one-off appearance. But in a pre-show bout that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, the team of Goldust, Rikishi, Lance Storm, and Chad Gable and Jason Jordan from NXT defeated Brian Kendrick, the Ascension's Connor and Victor, and Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Revival, I think what they're called. They're not called them Mechanics, the Revival from NXT. Just really a showcase match with some legends, some NXT talents, and the Ascension. And Jason Jordan defeated Victor in 10 minutes and 14 for a double underhook DDT. Goldust was head and shoulders above everyone else. A D plus 50 is good, just a fun match just to give NXT some exposure, give a good opportunity to Gable and Jordan. Lance Storm was off his game, which is very rare for him. Chad Gable's getting better at his gimmick. Victor and Scott Dawson are not suited to theirs. Good stuff from the announce team. Jason Jordan with a 43. Chad Gable with a 45. Lance Storm with a 29, which is disappointing. Rikishi with a 34. Goldust with a 56, so way ahead of everyone else's in-ring performance. Dash Wilder 39, Scott Dawson 33, Victor with a 43, Connor with a 41, and Brian Kendrick with a 43. But I said just a kind of fun match we get in this kind of environment, where you would have the legends going over with some younger stars against more enhancement talents. But a good victory there for the faces. Goldust improving his flying skills. Negatives here, a lot of declining physical ability, I would imagine. But I say just a fun match to open the show. Next up, our Battle Royal. In a decent pre-show match, we have Big E winning a Battle Royal in 1607. Other members of the Final Four were Chris Jericho, Alberto Del Rio, and Alex Shelley, with Chris Jericho being the final elimination. Big E also got the most eliminations over the course of the match. A very promising B-76. The workers in the match were Del Rio, Alex Shelley, Big Show, Big E, Elito, Chris Jericho, Chris Sabin, Cody Rhodes, Damien Sandow, Dolph Ziggler, Doomsday, Drew Galloway, Hideo Itami, Jack Swagger, Kalisto, Kane, King Barrett, Kofi Kingston, Mark Henry, Matt Hardy, Neville Primo, R-Truth, Samoa Joe, Sheamus, Shelton Benjamin, Teddy DiBiase Jr., The Miz, Xavier Woods, and Zack Ryder. So really just getting everybody that's not on the card, so you can imagine that everyone else is booked for tonight's show. Del Rio was slowed down by injury. He's obviously still suffering from the tendonitis in his ankle. Big Show was off his game. Kane was off his game, as was R-Truth. Samoa Joe's gimmicks getting stale. And Chris Sabin, Drew Galloway, Damien Sandow and Kofi Kingston are not suited to their gimmicks, so I'll need to sort that. But good amount of skill improvements. There's Rumble improvements for Damien Sandow, Cody Rhodes and King Barrett. Technical skills were improved by Kofi Kingston and Mark Henry. Mark Henry seems to be improving a lot. He also improves performance skills, as does Hideo Itami and Shelton Benjamin, improving his flying skills. A good battle royal. It gives me a bit of confidence going to book my Royal Rumble, when obviously they'll have a lot bigger names in it. So happy with that, and that's a good start to the show. Time for the main card, and we start off with a big segment which basically sees babyfaces Dean Ambrose, John Cena, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor arguing with the heels of AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, Rusev and Triple H. Just really, you wouldn't get like all feuds put together in this kind of feud, in this kind of segment. You get some people that are bizarre partnerships like Rusev and Triple H. I just felt it's a good fun tribute to the troops thing. Your baby faces are going to go over the heels, so let's add up a couple of different combinations. So it's an A-star 100 segment, that's good. John Cena improvised well. Paige helped Seth Rollins during this segment. Of course, she's still Seth's manager. Finn Balor did not do well without a script, but AJ Styles improvised well. Roman Reigns and Rusev clearly enjoying going off script and performed well, so that's good to see. And Triple H was superb at working without a script. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand the whole time. Cody Graves and Michael Cole were weak, but they got the show off to a strong start. Got the crowd hotter. Ambrose was good. Cena came across well. Rollins looked good. Roman Reigns looked good. Continues the turn in your back storyline. The match got the guy storyline, so that's all good there. No skill improvements, but it's a good start to the show, and that's going to set up our main event, which is an 8-man tag. Next up, we've basically got Shane McMahon coming out. Although the text says it's him introducing himself as the authority figure of the company, the actual idea of this segment is just Shane McMahon coming out and saying, troops do so much for us, this is truly a show for them, and we thank them for everything they do. So I didn't want to sit and edit a text in just for that, just felt it was better to explain it. And that's a C-56. No skill improvements there, but we need to build Shane up. That's obviously my user character, who I've used pretty sparingly, but I've been trying to avoid using authority figures as much so far. Next up, we've got a promo, and it's between the face team of Becky Lynch, Paige and Bayley, and they're going to be cutting a promo on Charlotte, Sasha Banks and Asuka. Obviously, Paige retained her title against Sasha Banks at TLC, and we had Asuka turn on Paige and beat her down. So Asuka's potentially going to be the next challenger for the Women's Championship. A solid B-74. I haven't started storylines yet, that's why it's still Boss Lady wants her title back. But once I hit January, I'll be putting in the Royal Rumble storylines. So I've got the crowd hotter. Bayley's improving at acting. Negatives here, 0. So our women's division is really picking up, which is good to see. The match itself delivered, and about that had some decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. The team of Bayley, Becky Lynch and Paige defeated Sasha Banks, Charlotte and Asuka in 13:05 when Paige defeated Charlotte by pinfall with a Rampage. A B-72. Delighted with that. Paige got a 74 rating, Becky Lynch with a 72, Bayley with a 60, Asuka with a 59, Charlotte with a 60, and Sasha Banks with the in-ring performance of 69. We'll continue the storyline, which is going to end obviously by the time we get to January. Paige improving technical and flying skills, Asuka improving performance skills. Only negatives there, inconsistency of Bayley and a poor gimmick of Charlotte. But it's good to see that our women's division is picking up now. We can get some B-minuses in, and that's only good going forward. So I'm really pleased with how these ladies have developed, and hopefully they can only get better and better. Next up, we've got a hype promo for Apollo Crews, a D-38. He debuted on Raw after TLC. He wanted to come up from development, so I thought, okay, we'll give you a shot, we'll push you. So it's slowly but surely building him up. So a little hype package for him. And his match against Epico was about to hit some subpar wrestling and a little heat, but Apollo Crews defeats Epico in 7 minutes and 19 by the UA combination, C-54. Apollo Crews with a 53 performance, Epico with a 41. It's just a simple match to get him over. And yeah, nothing really to add there apart from just a slowly but surely build of Apollo Crews. Don't expect him to be in major storylines until probably just after WrestleMania, I would think. Next up, we've got Renee Young, who's interviewing the manager of Darren Young, who is Kurt Angle, as we're trying to make Darren Young great again. The initial plan was obviously to put Jordan and Gable with Angle, but I still felt they had a long way to develop. So I thought, let's copy the angle they're doing in real life with Darren Young and put Kurt Angle as the manager. It might help him go over quicker. So B-72, delighted with that. These segments have went from C pluses and C's to B-minuses now, so that's good. Kurt Angle came out looking excellent. Renee looked dreadful, but hopefully she can gain some overness from these kind of segments as well. But happy with that. The match itself was about had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Darren Young defeats Ryback in 6:07 by pinfall with a gut check. C63, nothing spectacular here, but it's a slow, gradual build of Darren Young, which will take time. Kurt Angle doing some good work at ringside. Darren Young with a 62, Ryback 51. It's pretty much just putting people over at this moment in time. Ryback's improving technical skills. Most of your negatives there for Ryback, apart from the inconsistency of Darren Young. Next up, we've got Tyler Breeze, who's cutting a promo. He's a C plus 70 for the promo, which is good. He's managed by Tania, which is obviously Rebel. And again, someone who a lot of the guys' opinion has said he's got a good potential to him, a lot of upside. So we're going to push him. He's young enough that he can carry the mid card for a while. So he's cutting his promo here. And his match was against Austin Aries, and in a decent match, Tyler Breeze defeats Austin Aries in 6:39 by pinfall with an implant DDT. A B-75, solid from these two gentlemen. Working with a talent like Austin Aries can only help Tyler Breeze. Aries with 71, Breeze with a 64. No skill improvements. Negative is just the low morale of Austin Aries, but he's done his job here. Don't really see a push in the future for Austin Aries, but I think he could be someone that could help Tyler Breeze get to the next level. Next up, we basically have the four heels from the start of the show, just backstage together, confirming that they're going to have each other's back. They're going to make sure they win tonight's match. So a good promo here between Triple H, AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, and Rusev. The B plus 88. Triple H was great without a script, as was Roman Reigns. For some reason, Rusev wasn't this time, but Triple H was good, and Roman Reigns was fantastic. Negatives, Rusev. We have a music video hyping up Tyson Kidd. With Tyson Kidd obviously back from his injury, he came back. Obviously was dead pally with Cesaro, but Cesaro was in the feud with Roman Reigns, so Roman Reigns decided to take out Tyson Kidd. But we're slowly but surely building Tyson back up again. I don't think he'll ever reach the overness of his partner, but if we can get him to a decent level of overness, I'll be quite happy and maybe give him a title run in the future, one of the secondary belts. But at D41, happy with that. And his matchup was against Heath Slater, which had subpar wrestling and little heat, as Tyson Kidd defeated Heath Slater in 6:09 with Code Blue. C-57, Heath's not suited to his gimmick. Tyson Kidd with a 58, Slater with a 37. Both men improving performance skills, which is good to see. And negatives there a lot for Heath Slater. I've just used him as an enhancement talent, and he's not happy. Probably should give Heath Slater a push in the future. We'll see. Next up, in a decent match, we had Gallows and Anderson defeat the Usos in 10:39 when Luke Gallows defeated Jey Uso. A bicycle kick, a B-77, absolutely fantastic from these gentlemen. Gallows was off his game, Jey Uso still slowed down by injury. That's another 8 months, so he won't be fully fit until SummerSlam. I still want to push the Usos, so they're still going to be wrestling all the time. Great chemistry from then. Carl Anderson was 72, Gallows 66, Jimmy Uso 71, and Jey Uso 68. Jimmy's improving performance, as is Jey Uso and Carl Anderson. Couple of negatives for both sides, but I think we're going to put some faith in Gallows and Anderson going forward in the tag division. Next up, we've got Bray Wyatt, who's cutting a promo on a... It's not him that's going to be wrestling Sami Zayn, but I felt like it's going to be Sami Zayn versus Luke Harper, but it's Bray Wyatt cutting the promo on behalf of Luke Harper. A94. Bray Wyatt is getting better at his gimmick, which is good to see. Bray's going to get a push in the future. which is why he is not in this matchup. The match itself, and about, had some great wrestling and decent reaction from the audience. Sami Zayn defeats Luke Harper in 13:05 with a brainbuster. Sami Zayn makes defense number 15 of the WWE Intercontinental Championship. A B81, so absolutely solid from these two. Harper again will build up alongside Bray Wyatt, but Sami Zayn is a project. We're going to try and get him to the top. Sami Zayn with an 83 in-ring performance, Luke Harper with a 73. Luke Harper improving performance skills, and really just a good victory there with a capped match length, 13 minutes and 5. I don't like going 18 minutes for an Intercontinental match. That should be going 13, 14 minutes. So maybe we should lower the overness of the guys that are going to be holding the belt. Could that happen in the future? Who knows? Next up, we've got Kevin Owens, who's hyping his promo. Although it says he's hyping upcoming promo with Finn Balor, it's basically he's in a feud with Finn Balor, or he's just saying it's not about him versus Balor tonight. It's about Kevin Owens winning back the US title that he lost to Cesaro. A92 here continues the storyline of, oh, a demon, that's hilarious. It's just a comment I could imagine Kevin Owens coming out with. Yeah, solid promos. We're getting people with KO delivering non-stop with promos, which is getting us good ratings, so delighted with that. Oh my fucking god, this has surpassed any expectations I had for it. Wow. I expected this to be good. I did not expect this to be this good. And about that had superb wrestling and great heat. Shinsuke Nakamura has defeated Cesaro, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in 15 minutes and 16, when Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Kevin Owens by pinfall with a running single leg knee strike. Shinsuke Nakamura wins the WWE United States Championship. So the singles push of Nakamura has begun. A97. Holy crap, I did make it go all out, expecting it to do well. Maybe it was looking at high 80s, but the fact this is went A97, unfreaking believable. Kevin Owens getting better his gimmick, which is another good sign. Randy Orton's broken his finger, so we'll see how that hampers him going forward. Got the crowd buzzing. Cesaro with a 90, Nakamura with an 88, Owens with an 86, and Orton with a 90. Continues the feud between Nakamura and Orton. Whether I'm going to continue that remains to be seen. But Nakamura improving performance skills. Negatives here. Randy Orton's inconsistency, and the fact the match was capped. So that could have been even better, but unbelievable and a great way to start Nakamura's reign as United States Champion. And it gets the title off Cesaro without Cesaro getting pinned. Cheers fit. Then after it we have a small celebration segment with Nakamura, A93. Nakamura came across well, just a proper feel-good moment that Shinsuke Nakamura is the US Champion. Then have a promo for Roman Reigns, basically laughing at the fact Cesaro has lost his championship and then hyping up tonight's match, the 8-man tag, E plus 88. Roman Reigns was fantastic and did a masterful job of improvising interactions with the audience. Was limited for being short, no negatives apart from that, so pretty happy with that, and that should lead us into our main event. Holy shit, which delivers as well. In an exceptional match, the team of Dean Ambrose, John Cena, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor have defeated AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, Rusev and Triple H 22:30 when Dean Ambrose defeated Triple H with a headlock driver. A96. Holy crap, that's our two main matches. Absolutely fantastic. Rusev was getting better at his gimmick. Cena with a high ankle sprain. Hopefully that's not him affected too long. I do want him at the Royal Rumble. So this could mess up some future plans. Corey Graves' performance in commentary was weak, which is a shame. But when you've got Balor delivering an 89 performance, Rollins with a 96, Cena 90, Ambrose 95, Triple H with a 76, he was one of the lesser talents in this match. Rusev 82, Roman Reigns 96, and AJ Styles a 94, and it continues the two storylines between Ambrose and Styles, and Rusev and Seth Rollins. Ambrose improving technical skills, and your negatives here. One for AJ Styles' declining physical ability, one for Triple H's. The announce work of Corey Graves, and the morale of Triple H as well. And we finish the show as you would with any kind of tribute to the troops kind of special. you'd have all your baby faces celebrating at the end. So Dean Ambrose, Finn Balor, John Cena, and Seth Rollins celebrate with the crowd, celebrate with the troops, and basically we go off air to lots of cheers. So A-star 100 there, everybody done great there. Rollins getting better at his gimmick, Paige helping Rollins, she was at ringside apparently. No worker improvements, but overall, wow. I'm really intrigued to see what kind of rating we get for this show. A-star 96. So it's my best ever show, just based on those two main events, and I don't gain any pop for it because we just dropped. Unbelievable, but no, absolutely delighted. You know, the fact is we were allowing ourselves to give chances to Apollo Crews, Darren Young, Tyson Kidd, Tyler Breeze on pay-per-view, a couple other matches that were just kind of okay, nothing spectacular, and then a main event and a co-main event that just captured the imagination of the fans. That is proper booking. I am absolutely over the moon with that. As I say, best show I've booked in TW 2016 so far. Best rating. So, pressure's on. I need to try and top this at Mania. Of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens, I think, will be the three. Cesaro doesn't need any more compliments. He knows he's just too damn good. So, make a speech. Nakamura is pleased. Randy Orton is pleased, as is Kevin Owens, as you can see. Also have new loading screens, all available. If you're looking to get something like this, all available on the Grey Dog software forums. If you check out the mod section, and yeah, there's a lot of talented graphics artists there who are making the kind of things. So definitely, if you would like them in your game, check them out. So you can see we're on New Year's Eve for Hogmanay. Basically, the plan is do this video, and then I'll be doing another video shortly, which will cover the Power 500 and all the awards. So we'll cover everything that happened in the show there. So Cena's injury, we'll check that in the medical screen. The show was an absolute success, so that's great. I'm absolutely delighted with that. Let's have a look what else. Randy Orton, broken finger. He doesn't need to take time off, so that's good. So Cena will be out of action, Orton won't, but we'll probably just use Orton for promos. Apart from that, just really Willie Mack saying stuff. So money wise, 81 million, that is going to drop. I can trust you that is going to drop tomorrow. Purely because we've made 20 million, 14 million off pay-per-view revenue. So I'd expect us to make good profit this month, but not so much. Maybe looking at maybe 70 million in the bank rather than the 81. What I'm also going to look to do is seriously considering doing more specials. If we're making this much money on pay-per-views at this rate of the economy and the wrestling industry, so that brand split can't come soon enough when I can be doing 2 pay-per-views a month, like the rumours are WWE's going to do. Bit of an oversaturation in real life, but I think we can get away with it in TW. But we'll look at our news items anyway. So Nakamura wants a main event push, that'll be. Cena and Orton injured, Primo unhappy, as is Del Rio and Hardy, because they've barely been winning. That's cool, I can fix that. 10.46 for the pay-per-view buy, so it bought very well. And TV deal on Australian television was 3.69. Now I could have done it all on TV, but I didn't want to hurry up and go and arrange deals with everywhere. I just thought, let's just do it on pay-per-view. It makes it a lot easier and quicker for me booking. Dean Ambrose is liking what he's hearing from Ted DiBiase. Neville's apparently charismatic, says John Cena, and Balor sees the charismatic future with Apollo Crews. So I'm going to keep that like that, because I'll end up forgetting. And we'll push Shinsuke, I think it is, to main event. Holy crap, he gained 10 overness for that victory. Was it 10 overness? I don't know if it exactly was 10 overness, but he's gained 10, at least between 10 and 14 overness in various regions this month alone. So yeah, he's over, and it won't be long until he could be competing for the main one. He may even change my WrestleMania plans, but recommended push, main eventer. Finally got Shinsuke to where he belongs. So delighted with this. It's all going well, hopefully. As I say, I've capped it now at National. I'll just go here. You can see it's Mid-Atlantic, they dropped back to 71, but I've capped as maximum size, National, just making sure we get all these ratings up once we can get back to gaining pop and stuff like that, and we'll just monitor importance from there. But delighted with how the save's going, really enjoying it, and just looking forward to booking my first ever WrestleMania in a couple of months. Let's say that's it for this episode, guys. Let's say next episode we'll be covering the Power 500 and all the Wrestler of the Year awards and stuff like that. But I say thank you as always for watching. If you've got any comments on the show, are you happy with the fact Shinsuke is the champion? Do you think I've did well with his push, getting him to the main event in pretty much maybe about 5 months, going through the tag division, now as US champion? Any other comments on the card? Are you excited for potential pushes to Apollo Crews and others? Let me know what you think. And of course, it would be deeply appreciated if you drop a like, and if you haven't already subbed, hit the sub button and these videos will drop in, and you won't miss any action on the WWE adventure. Most importantly, guys, just keep enjoying TW. If you haven't purchased it and are a little bit put off with the e-license, completely understandable. It's going to hit Steam eventually, so when it does, pick it up, because honestly it is a really, really fun game. And who knows, one day I might even try the Cornellverse with a Road to Glory. It's been considered. Thanks as always, guys, deeply appreciated, and hopefully see you next time for some more WWE updates. Bye bye.